In Brookhaven, for those who don't know, I can pick several houses here on the right, and these houses are very interesting. But today, I want to check out with you houses that were banned from Brookhaven, and you didn't even notice. So for that, I called my friend, who is going to help me do this. He said, "Where are the houses? I want to see them now." So we're going to check them out. But first, I need to get my car to go see these houses, and my friend is coming here too. And for those who don't know, this is one of the worst cars in the game, because it has this plate here that gets in the way too much. And if it didn't have this plate, it would be the best car of all. So I'm coming here to see the houses that were banned and removed from the game. But there's a player here who simply won't let us pass, which is really weird. He is holding this sign that says stop. And guys, I can't leave here. I said, let me through. I just want to pass, but he won't let me. He's looking at me, and he said, I don't care. And that's really weird. I don't know why he's saying that. And the player is angry. Suddenly he got mad here in Roblox. But then a player appeared behind him and started carrying him and just took him out of the way. And now I can finally get in here without any problems in Roblox. But the player left from there, and he is not happy with what happened. He is looking at me and showed that sign again. And they are really mad, but I'm going to leave them fighting. And now I'm coming here to get a house. But I noticed that my friend is right here, and I don't know why he's fishing, especially because the water we have here is completely artificial. And this water isn't even real. And this is the real water from the game. And you can see that the water here looks like real water, while this one looks like fake water because it's not real water. I said, go into the real water, seriously. And what I'm saying is true because what my friend is doing doesn't make any sense. He is looking at me, and he said, look at the other player back there, how he is fishing. He's the one who's wrong. And I don't know who he's talking about, but I'm looking back here, and this player is coming this way. But we have a friend here who is also fishing, but he's fishing in such a small pond that it's impossible for there to be a fish here. But the player teleported here and apparently is coming into this house, and suddenly he turned into a fish. And this player is really weird. I don't know why he did that, but my friend is looking, and he got banned. And he turned into a real fish because he's floating, and now he disappeared. And my friend got so scared that he's going back to his house. And that was really weird. Suddenly a real fish appears here, and it's really strange, especially a fish that looks human. But anyway, I want to see the banned houses, and I want to see if he wants to come to this one. I said, do you want to see the banned houses too? And if he wants to, he just has to come. But guys, now he came here, and apparently he agreed, which is really good. And finally, I'm going to test the houses that were banned, that were completely removed from the game. But a car just flew by, and this is weird because now it's coming back, and maybe he wants to trap us. But he's passing by here and came to ask me something. He said, do you have a driver's license? And is this car yours? Look, I don't have a driver's license, and also, this car is mine. I said, I don't have a driver's license, and the car is mine. And I told him the truth. But guys, he went back there, and now he's parking his car right here, and he's waiting for me to drive my car just so he can arrest me, even though he has no reason to arrest me. But if I drive my car, he's going to want to arrest me in Roblox. He said, let's go! But there's a problem. I can't go like this. Someone has to drive this car. I said, does anyone have a driver's license to drive the car? And I hope the players do. But both of them said no. And guys, this is terrible. None of us have a driver's license, but I'm starting to think that the police officer doesn't have one either. So I'm coming right here. And I said, what about you? Do you have a driver's license? Because I'm literally sure that he doesn't. But he's looking here. And he said, no. And this is really weird. Now he can't use this car anymore. Because if I see him driving, I'm just going to report him to the other police officer on the server. I said, and if you drive again, I'm going to report you. And I'm not joking, because I want to show the banned houses, removed houses from the game, houses that were changed, and also houses with secrets that were completely removed. And I want to test all of that today. He said, let's do this. You and I will drive our cars normally, and I'll pretend nothing happened. Okay, so let's do that. Now he's driving his car, and he just fell here. Suddenly he fell into this house, and that's the end of his car. But I'm going to get my car, and now I'm coming up front, because I'm finally going to be able to test the banned houses. He said, jump the ramp or I won't help you. But I don't understand what he's saying. And apparently, he wants me to jump this ramp, but I don't get why. I said, you jump, then I'll test the banned houses. He's the one who's going to have to test this because I'm really in the mood to do this. And guys, what he's doing is weird. I don't know why he wants to jump on the ramp, but I'm coming up front to see what he's going to do. And you can see that he is right in that part. He is running up ahead, but now apparently he is coming back here. And even I want to see if he is going to land it. I think this won't work, but he is getting here, and he is going to fly away. And now he passed through here and fell into this tunnel, and it actually worked, which is impressive. And now he is going up ahead to do it again. But this time, he is coming from another ramp, and apparently, he is coming to this ramp to fly here, and everything worked out. But I want to test the banned houses. But he got right here and suddenly handed me my car back. And for those who don't know, there are many houses in the game that are very normal, but they have already been modified or even removed from Brookhaven. Here on the right, I will have to pick a very specific house. My friend said, how many houses were removed or modified? Look, I don't know, but I do know that there are several, really a lot of houses. And now both of them left from here, and this friend of mine is fishing, and actually, he is trying to fish me. And I don't know why he is doing this. Suddenly he caught me, and I don't understand what he is doing. He said, goodbye, I'm going to fish a snake. And he ran away from here, and this friend of mine is really weird. But now, he is coming up front to fish a snake in Roblox. And I didn't even know you could do that. But here in the game, we have several houses on the right, but I will have to pick a very specific specific house. The first one of all is exactly this one, and this house has been heavily modified over time because this house was very different in the past. A lot of things that were in this house were removed, and also new things were added. And this is the oldest picture of Brookhaven. And here on the right, you can see that we have this house, and there are some weird differences. First of all, there was only this house because all the houses used to be the same, and the house looked just like this. My friend said, "Why is the door like that?" And I don't understand what he's talking about, but I think he's talking about the picture. And I'm looking at the picture, and apparently the door is bugged, and I don't know why this happened because the current door is like this. And we also have this staircase here, which used to be much longer, and it was huge. And you can also notice that there are no fences. The fences that are here in the house are actually new because back then there were no fences. And the best part is that I have access to this version of Brookhaven. He said, "Let's go there now." So let's go. But first, I want to test all the houses that were removed. But for those who don't know, Brookhaven used to look exactly like this. And this is not the oldest version of Brookhaven, but it is one of the oldest. And if I get here, you can see that the houses didn't have fences. And this, for those who don't know, is exactly the house on the right that I just picked here. Even my friend is looking at it, and you can see that this house currently looks like this. And it's very beautiful, while in the older version, it looked like this. And now, we have this decoration, and we also have this fence. And back then, the house looked like this. And now it looks like this. A lot has changed. These buttons were modified because, in the past, they looked like this. And there were also these books up here, which were later removed. And in the older version of Brookhaven, the living room looked like this. While in the current version, we have this thing. And the house simply didn't have a backyard. It only had this part here, and also 2 chairs, and this washing machine. And the safe was outside the house. While in the current version, we have a huge backyard. And the safe is still outside the house, which is really weird because I didn't know the safe was outside. He said this house was modified, but I saw that there are 2 other houses in the old game. And it looks like he noticed because, for those who don't know, in the older game, we have this other house. And we also have this one, which is exactly the one I picked. And apparently, a friend of his picked this one, which is the same house from the old game. And I want to check out the differences with you. And my friend is coming up here, so I'm coming too because I want to see the differences. And the house currently looks like this, very beautiful. But in the past, it looked like this, and nothing has changed. This house is still the same. And the back part of the house looked like this. While this other house hasn't changed much either, it has always been the same throughout all this time in Roblox. The only change was in the buttons, which used to look like this. And now they are more modern, way better than before. But guys, my friend is looking at me, and he said, "Okay, but there are more houses that have changed. Look, there are several, literally, there are a lot in the game." But then a player appeared here, and it's that same fish from before, and he just suddenly showed up here. And I don't know what happened to his hair. His hair looks really weird. It's floating in the air. I said, "Hey, what did you do to your hair?" And I don't know how he did that. He said, "I don't know how to fix it." Look, there's a button in the game where you can customize your Roblox avatar. You can add a bunch of items, and he just has to do that. I said, "Click the avatar button," and there you can change everything. And it's really simple. Now he's looking at me, and I think he didn't know that. So much so that he just removed his hair and picked another one, literally the same as before. But this time it's fixed. And I think I just saved him here in Roblox. He said, "Thank you so much. You saved me." And I just taught him how to play the game. But now he's carrying a friend and literally running. But my friend left from here, and he's coming back to chase my friend in Roblox. And this doesn't make sense. But my friend just came back here, and I'm going to lock this house so that he can't get in because that player is really weird. He is looking at us, and he wants to carry my friend. And I'm going to have to ban him because unfortunately, this player is acting really weird, and he tried to take my friend far away. But now, I'm going to get my car, and my friend came here too, and apparently, he teleported to that house. And this is not good at all, especially because that player is really strange. But now, he is looking here and coming after us, and this doesn't make sense. I'm running away from here because I'm scared of the player. But now, I'm coming to this other house because, for those who don't know, this house was also modified over time. And this right here is a house. My friend said, "No, it's not. Look, actually, this is a house." Because for those who don't know, here in the game, we have a very similar house on the right, and I'm talking about this house. For those who don't know, this house looks a lot like that house. In fact, it's the exact same thing, literally the same. But for those who don't know, this is one of the oldest houses in the game and also one of the most modified ones because this house used to be completely different before. Currently, the house looks like this, and everything in this house is completely destroyed. The staircase is broken, and everything here is in ruins. But if I go to an older version of the game, you can see that a lot of things were different. The game itself was very different, and there were things that were completely removed. But this house was also very different, and it was really beautiful, and it was actually fixed. In other words, this house used to be just a normal house in the middle of nowhere, but after a while, it was modified and ended up like this. Many fences were removed because there used to be more fences, and also, the roof was fixed. But now, the roof is broken, and honestly, this house looks really ugly. But back then, it wasn't like this. It used to be one of the most beautiful houses in the game. And if I go to the other version of Brookhaven, which is the second oldest version of the game, it's not the oldest of all, but it's one of the oldest. You can see that the house looks like this. It's a little different, but it's more similar to the house we know today, with some differences. Back then, there were no secrets, while now, there are secrets inside, like this completely hidden movie, which I'm sure you didn't know about. And guys, my friend is looking at this, and he said, "I want to test the the oldest house of all. Let me see, please. But he's already looking at it. He said, no, I want to play. That's what I meant. Look, I'll let you play. But now, I'm leaving here because I want to see more houses that were removed. And now I just activated this secret, which is one of the best secrets in the game. My friend is coming back here to help me see more houses that were removed or even modified in Brookhaven. And in the oldest version of the game, this avenue was very different. There were stores that were removed, stores that were modified, and also stores that used to be really beautiful but ended up being deleted. The bank was different, and there are so many differences in this game. The mechanics were like this. And for those who don't know, this mechanic had a secret that I'm sure you've never seen before. But guys, my friend just left here, and he is holding this sign, and he wants to protest because he wants to join my game. He wrote here, game, and I think he wants to join my Roblox game. So, here's the deal. Let's join my game. And guys, he is really happy. But before that, I want to test a very important bug. I said, first I'm going to do a bug, and if you get it right, we will play. And he will have to follow me because this bug is very difficult. So he's coming with me. And here on the right, I'm going to get a bicycle, and my friend will have to watch how to do this. I have to get right here and fly like this, and I'm flying in a really weird way. And now it's his turn to do it. He got the bicycle, and I want to see if he can do it. But he couldn't because you have to fly in a weird way. And apparently, now he managed to do it. And this is the weirdest bug of all. But now he has to go into the water, and that's what I understood. And he's going right there. And I'm going to try this again, but it's really difficult. Perfect. I just got here, but I couldn't do it. So I'm going to try again until it works. But my friend just left from here, so I'm going to enter my game because he wants to come here. Perfect. I'm in this game, and for those who don't know, my friend is also here, and now he's going to see everything in this Roblox game. He's looking at the game and running over here because it looks like he wants to see that house that was abandoned in the game. And that's the first thing he wants to do. But I just got these secret commands, and now I'm going to teleport here in Roblox. Perfect. I just got here, and it was actually really easy. But now, he is looking at this house, which is a really strange house. My friend said, does this look like a giant house, or am I just really small? And what he said is true. This house looks like a giant house, much bigger than the houses we have in the original Brookhaven. But maybe that's not true. I'm not sure, especially because the fridge is the same size as me. But I just entered Brookhaven to check if this is true, so I'm running up ahead to see if there's any size difference. Perfect. I got here, and you can see that this is my size. While in the older game, I'm the same size, meaning literally nothing changed. But I'm going to type in this secret command, exactly this one, and now my friend is going to go flying, and he disappeared in Roblox. Actually, he's right there in front, and he just fell over there, and apparently, he's laughing. So I'm going to see if he flies again. And you can see that he is flying there, and I'm sure he is really mad. And for those who don't know, in this game, a lot of things used to be very different. This was the police station, and the button to turn the lights on and off looked like this. It looked like a lever, not so modern. There was also this light here, which is really weird, and it was removed. And now this light has been in this location since the oldest version of the game. And for those who don't know, this is the TV station where TV shows were made, and it used to be very different because a lot changed in this place. And this location hasn't changed much, so much so that if I go to the mall to check this out, I will notice that nothing changed. This part is exactly the same. The biggest difference was exactly back here. Currently, it looks like this. While in the older version, there were a lot of things. There was a computer running Roblox Studio, another computer, and also this thing here, which apparently is also a computer. There were several computers in the game. There was also this door back here that I hadn't noticed before. And up front, we have this helicopter, and you can see that this is the old Brookhaven helicopter, and it was actually more realistic. You can see that there were a lot of details here, and if I get a helicopter in the current game, you can tell that a lot has changed. You can't see much inside the helicopter now. You can't see anything, while in the older version, you could see the details, and it could also fit more people. And now, there are a lot of players here, and I am huge here in Roblox. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button, and I will add you here on Roblox.